space. Participants will undergo hands-on training and mentorship with access to wider networks in business development. The program comes at a time when Nigeria's fashion sector is gaining global attention, even as it continues to face challenges like poor infrastructure and limited funding. Authorities say the training is aimed at closing skill gaps, promoting cultural expression, and positioning Nigeria's fashion talents for greater impact on the global stage. Moving on, protests broke out yesterday in parts of Ghana, with demonstrators calling for the deportation of Nigerians over rising security concerns. The protest, which gained widespread attention after a viral video circulated online, featured large crowds holding placards and images of alleged victims. Many accused Nigerian nationals, especially those of Igbo origin, of involvement in crimes such as kidnapping, ritual killings, and prostitution. Protesters also expressed frustration over the presence of Nigerians in local markets and residential areas, claiming they are operating illegally and disrupting community safety. The demonstration sparked fresh comparisons to the 1983 mass expulsion of Ghanaians from Nigeria, with growing fears of deepening xenophobic sentiments. As of this afternoon, Ghanaian authorities have yet to issue an official response, while diplomatic channels between Ghana and Nigeria remain quiet. The atmosphere remains tense, with concerns mounting over regional stability and citizen safety. In other news, tensions are running high in Angola as widespread protests that began yesterday in the capital, Luanda, has turned increasingly violent following a sharp rise in diesel prices. What started as a taxi driver strike has quickly expanded into a broader anti-government movement, with civil unrest spread into other cities, including Huambo. Security forces have confirmed 4 fatalities and over 500 arrests amid ongoing clashes, road blockades, and reports of looting. The protests erupted after the government raised diesel prices by more than 30% earlier this month, part of a wider subsidy removal plan. The decision has sparked inflation in transport, food and essential goods, deepening public frustration over poverty, unemployment, and decades of political stagnation. Authorities have blamed unnamed actors for the escalating violence, while key businesses remain shut and spontaneous protest continues. Despite efforts by police to restore calm, the situation remains volatile with no clear resolution in sight. We go on a quick break now. The news continues when we return. Welcome back if you're just joining. This is Idea TV News Update. Now the rest of the news. In health, the U.S. mission in Nigeria has warned the visa applications will be denied if consular officers suspect that applicants' primary reason for travel is to give birth in the U.S. to secure citizenship for their child. In a post on its official X handle, the embassy said such birth tourism is not permitted, triggering widespread reactions across Nigeria's diplomatic and medical circles. Former Nigerian diplomats, including Ambassador Ogbole Amedu Ode and Ambassador Rashid Akinkunle, described the policy as part of a broader restriction under the Trump-era immigration outlook. Akinkunle advised pregnant women to reconsider plans to travel, citing airline restrictions and growing legal uncertainty surrounding birthright citizenship in the U.S. Reacting to the developments, the Nigerian Medical Association urged the government to address the root cause of medical and birth tourism in Nigeria's underfunded healthcare system. NMA President Professor Bala Audu said the focus should shift from reacting to foreign visa rules to urgently improving hospital infrastructure and working conditions for medical professionals. Moving on to business news, Nigeria's federal government recorded strong investor demand in its July bond auction, which began yesterday with a total allotment of over 185.9 billion naira, significantly exceeding earlier projections. The Debt Management Office confirmed that 2 federal government bonds, both reopenings of previous issuances, were offered on July 28, featuring a 5-year bond maturing in April 2029 and a 7-year bond set to mature in June 2032. Despite initial offers of 20 billion naira and 60 billion naira respectively, the government received total subscriptions of over 300 billion naira. Eventually, 13.43 billion naira was allotted for the 2029 bond, and a much larger 172.5 billion naira was cleared for the 2032 paper. The bonds maintains their fixed coupon rates of 19.30% and 17.95%, but were cleared at lower marginal rates 15.69% and 15.90%, a development analysts say could signal improved market confidence and a stabilizing economic outlook. The auction attracted 149 bids in total, with 74 investors securing successful allotments. The settlement for the auction is scheduled for tomorrow, July the 30th, compared to June's bond sale, which saw just over 100 billion naira in total allotments. July's results pointing to growing investor appetite for government securities, like tied to perceived medium-term policy stability and fiscal discipline. The bonds are issued in line with existing debt regulations and provide investors with semi-annual interest payments. Minimum subscription starts at 50 million naira, and the repayment will be made in full upon maturity. Moving on to sports, the Afri Sports Pro Youth League Nigeria officially kicked off yesterday across 6 states, bringing together over 1,000 young footballers under the age of 19 in what is being described as one of the largest youth football competitions in the world. The initiative, backed by Afri Sports Pro and in technical partnership with global scouting platform Y Scout, is designed to provide structured grassroots engagement, reduce youth vulnerability to crime and promote national unity. With 72 teams competing from Osun, Imo, Kaduna, Plateau, Akwa Ibom, and the FCT, each match will be digitally recorded and analyzed, allowing player data to be accessible to clubs and scouts worldwide. Organizers say the league is more than just a sporting event. It integrates digital scouting, youth education, social values, and crime prevention messaging in collaboration with the